In this video, I'm going to give you 5 things for you to stay positive as you go throughout your interviewing journey. There's several things you need to keep in mind that will keep you focused on getting the right job. As you mentally and physically get ready for your job search, there will be hours and tons of things you need to do pre, during, and post your interview. There's some key things you need to do in advance, like updating your resume, updating your social media footprint, and also updating your cover letter, depending on what job you're going after. It's really key that you don't just send your resume and CV out to 1,000 places. You need to cater to the job that you're looking for. Specifically, your cover letter. You need to make sure that you try to personalize as much as possible towards that company that you're trying to attract. Don't just send it out to anyone and everyone, because it's like fishing in the ocean with a hook with a rock on it. It's just going to go hit the bottom, so you really need to spend some time there. You also may want to go out and get a professional photographer to take some pictures of you. It won't hurt to put a professional photograph in a professional setting of you and attach it to your CV or attach it to your resume. You also may want to start attending some professional networking events. You also might want to join some blogs. You also might want to join some groups on Facebook or on other social media places to get the word out you're trying to look for a job. You need to get yourself mentally and physically ready for the roller coaster that you're going to undertake over the next 3 to 6 months. The key thing is you're going to go through a whole bunch of rejections. You're going to go through a whole bunch of getting no feedback at all. Oftentimes you might get a call for an interview, and then 2 days later you might get a cancellation. These things will cause you to be very, very high in spirit, and then can also send you to the floor. These things are normal, so you need to be ready for them. Some other things you need to do to prepare yourself. You need to find as much information about the companies you possibly can. Do your research, find out who the CEO is, find out what their values are, find out what products they produce. Get yourself ready. Go on to LinkedIn. If you can find the person name that's going to interview you, go on LinkedIn and look at their profile. Get as much information about that person you can. That will make you a little bit more comfortable as you go into your interview setting. Get ready to receive a bunch of thanks but no thanks letters. If you're lucky, sometimes employers don't send anything at all. They're just going to a cold place. You never hear from them again. But be ready for the cold shoulder. Be ready for the thanks but no thanks letters. In the worst case, be ready to get that job offer that you can't accept. You look at it. They're asking you to relocate. They're asking you to do some things you're not comfortable doing. They're asking you to accept a salary range that you just can't accept. So have that in your mind that there may be a job offer that you finally get that you just can't accept for obvious reasons. And that's very personal. This cycle of the things that I just spoke about may happen over and over again. It just won't be a one-time thing that you get a rejection letter, you might get a job offer, or you might get no feedback at all. Or you may have to go to 100 interviews, produce 100 videos. These things might go over and over again. Hopefully it won't be 100 times, but this is something you have to mentally and physically prepare yourself, because it's a journey. It's no longer you send out one resume and you get 10 job offers. You're going to have to work for this. This is why I strongly believe that you must attract that job. You must feel bullish about yourself. You must feel it in your soul that there's a job out there for you. You got to really earn it. You got to really want it. You got to say, when you wake up in the morning, you got to go, there's a job for me. I might not get it today, but I'm going to go find it. I just got to keep looking. I got to keep looking. I know it's there. I'm going to go find it. You have to have that positive attitude about seeking a job. You got to feel it. You got to attract it. You got to want it. And you got to earn it. So I know it sounds kind of strange when I say you have to attract a job. I believe positive energy drives positive things. So if you wake up in the morning, you're feeling down, woe is me, I'm never going to get a job, I've tried 1,000 times, didn't get anything. Guess what's going to happen? You're not going to get that job. You're going to feel even worse. Some people actually drop out of the job market because they get so frustrated in the evolution trying to find a job. Don't let that happen to you. I'm going to give you 5 key things that you need to do to make sure you stay focused throughout your job search. Number 1, frustration. Don't get frustrated. It's part of the process. You can easily pull yourself down into a low place if you're not ready to accept rejection. Rejection will come. You're not going to get all the jobs that you want, and you won't get callbacks from all the jobs you want. That's just part of the process. So try to keep a positive attitude as you go through this cycle. Number 2, time frame. Please try to set a realistic time frame. Don't think you're going to get a job within the first 3 weeks or the first month. These things now take anywhere from 4 to 6 months. So keep a realistic time frame. Don't think it's going to happen overnight. These things don't happen overnight. So if you think you're going to get a job in 3 weeks, in 4 weeks, and 5 weeks past, and you don't get that job, you're going to start feeling bad about yourself. You're going to start doubting yourself. Don't let doubt set in. Doubt will go back to number one. Frustration will set in, and you'll put yourself in a spiral. That's not a good place to be. So set a realistic time frame that you'll find a job. Number three, be positive. Treat this as a job. Be proactive, be productive, set schedules, set targets, set goals. I'm going to apply to X number of jobs today. I'm going to go to so many websites today. I'm going to go to 3 networking events this week. Set a plan for yourself and follow the plan. If you just kind of willy-nilly go look for a job, you're not going to find anything. Your results will be frustrating. You have to plan it out. You have to schedule it. What I would do is I would treat it like a job. Set a schedule, get up in the morning, get your coffee, and go to work for yourself. Don't play around with it. Don't be distracted. Go to work for yourself. Your job is to find a job. I don't care how many hours you need to put in. I'm not saying you need to stare at the computer 10 hours a day. That's not productive either. Set a goal for yourself, set some targets, and follow through. All right, number 4, and this is the big one. Avoid distractions, okay? Because you're not working, you've gone in the morning and you spend 4 or 5 hours, it's easy to say I'm going to have a nice beverage in the afternoon, or I'm going to go pick up my hobbies and do something that's productive, looking for a job. Make sure you stay focused. It's easy to cut the boob tube on and start looking at TV or start watching Netflix or something else. Try to avoid those things. Try to avoid distraction, friends coming over, or the ball game's on. Stay away from those things if you can. Those things will just pull you down, get you off schedule, and then all of a sudden you figure out, hey, the week's gone by, and I haven't got any feedback from any job offers, but if you really do an assessment of yourself, you really haven't dedicated the time to actively look for a job. And number 5 is probably one of the biggest things also, stay positive, stay around positive people. You don't need to be around naysayers. You don't need to be around boo birds. You don't need to be around people that will say, I don't know why you're looking for a job anyway, you're not going to get it. I don't know why you're applying for that job, that's way above your head. Make sure you're around people that's going to support you, that's going to give you positive feedback, that's going to say, hey, look, I know you had a rough week and bail you up. Hey, look over here, do this. Have you thought about that? You don't want to be around people that's going to pull you down. At this point, when you're trying to find a job, when we all know we have responsibilities, financial responsibility, that having a job is crucial. So stay away from the boo birds. Here's a bonus item, right? Your brain is very, very powerful. Wake up in the morning thinking, I'm going to find that job today. Go to bed at night thinking, I'm going to find that job tomorrow. Wake up being positive because, like I said in the very beginning, positive energy drives positive results. If you think negative, you're going to get negative. If you think positive, you're going to get positivity. So stay focused. Stay focused. Control your brain. Keep it from thinking about negative things. Stay away from negative things on TV. Stay away from the news sometimes because the news is talking all types of crazy stuff. The news jobs out there, there's a recession, there's this, there's that. All these things will make you think, well, why should I even look for a job? Don't fall into the trap because all those people that are presenting the news, guess what? They all have jobs, so they're not looking for a job. They need you to keep their job, so stay away from it. Watch the news 10, 15 minutes a day. Get off of it. Go do something positive. If you like this content and you'd like to have a one-on-one session with me, please go to my website and book a free session. I would love to hear from you. Please add any comments. I would love to read your comments. I read everything that you put. This is a new channel. I want to continue doing this. I love doing it. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.